So here's a continuation of my UNLOCX pistol project that I'm working on. Now I was going to take the whole thing apart and show you the insides. However, this blaster does not come apart really easily, and I did not want to break it. So basically, after you unscrew everything, you have to be able to pop this piece off after you unscrew down here too, and it's pretty secure. And I just did not feel like taking the chance of breaking it. So sorry guys, you're not going to get to see the actual inside of this. You can see up here where the battery goes, right? So that's where the battery is. You see the battery plug. This is the charger plug that lets you then charge the battery off of there. We can see, some of the gearbox. We can see the connections here for the battery or for the magazine. So you can see a little bit, but for some reason, it just did not seem like it wanted to come, and I didn't want to force it. So you can see what I've done here. I did some painting, went with a navy blue, so not a huge difference in the color it had, but different. It was a more of a light blue. So we went navy blue, got the stock, painted out of stock as well, and then using some silver. Going to use some orange probably for some barrels, but happen to be out of orange right now. So went with what I had on hand for right now. You can see my buffer tube, right? This is going to slide on right here, buffer tube, and then I did the buffer tube nut because that allows you to tighten it, and it just kind of is a nice little detail piece. If I decide not to use the tube, you can go ahead and put this on. That's just kind of a cap, or of course we could put the stock piece back on. So there's not really any place to put a grip on this because the magazine is right out to here. So I took this little grip, which is actually, typically made to go on the bottom of a barrel, but I thought it would look all right there. I thought it would look cool, add some color, and actually it does, give you a little bit of a place to grip differently than you would otherwise. So added that there. I'm going to put a new rail on the top, right, since we have that rail built in. So we'll go ahead and put a rail up top, on top of this, a rail riser, I should say. And then, obviously, I put so the one thing I've done already is I put in my threaded barrel here, right? And then this little bezel that I made to just kind of dress it up a little bit too. So we've got the thread protector on here, but then we could go ahead and a couple of the options. I got like this orange one here. So we could go with the orange one for safety. That's a nice one. This was a nice, cool one I made as well just recently, but I kind of do like the looks of this one, thinking that that really kind of goes with more of the futuristic style of this. So I might print another one of these and paint it like a bright orange, but I got to go get that orange paint. So anyway, this is it. Not completely done, but very close. Do have one little spot I need to touch up, I noticed, but otherwise pretty happy with it, especially because this is really my first kind of attempt at modeling, doing it in a very hacked way with just using the 3D Slicer program, Slicer, and then Cura, and kind of stacking things so they print together and then exporting them as STLs, which ended up working. But that's not like the pretty modeling way that the hardcore 3D printers do. So this will just go ahead and push right on here. And it is going to fit tight. I made it so that it fits tight because, well, we don't want it to come off. So it's going to fit tight, and then it's going to, there you go, just kind of stay right in place there. So overall, pretty happy with how that turned out. And then, otherwise, the rest of it was primarily paint and a few other custom pieces. So I'll post another video once we get it all put together, and of course we'll shoot with it and, make sure that I didn't change the FPS. I shouldn't on this one because really nothing's going on with the barrel that would slow it down. Anyway, please comment, question, put them below, and of course, like and subscribe, and thanks for your support.